Hello, everyone. Good morning, students.
Good morning,
Good
teacher.
morning,
Good
teacher.
morning, teacher.
Yes, good morning. And today is a very fine morning and a good start for our class of today. All right. Now, what have we discussed last meeting? Anyone who can recall what have we discussed last meeting? All right. Put, can you remember what have we discussed last meeting? Put. We talk about, yes, we talk about last meeting. We talk about cubes and cuboids, all right? But what is the specific topic that we had? Can you remember some?
No.
Okay, anybody, anyone? Can you give some terms or examples that we had discussed last time regarding cubes and cuboids? All right, can you remember the face? The face of a cube and cuboid? All right, so that was what we have discussed last meeting regarding the face, the edge, and the vertex or vertices of a cube and cuboid. Okay, so that was what we had discussed last time. All right, again, please turn on your video and I will have a report on it. All right. Okay, Kim, good morning. Okay, again, I want you to turn on your video. I will be making the report. Okay. Again, we have talked regarding the face, all right, the edge and vertices of a cube and cuboid. All right, Chuik, how many faces does a cube and cuboid have? Chuik? Six, very good. Okay, so you have remember it, right? We have six, okay? A cube and a cuboid have six number of faces. All right. Now, what about the edge, Bacon? Can you remember how many edges does the cube and cuboid have? 6, 12, or 8? Bacon.
Yes.
Yes. How many edges are there in a cube and cuboid?
You.
6, 12, or 8? Yes. Can you remember? Okay, choose. 6. Oh, 6 is for faces, right? 6, 12, or 8? Edge, like the corner of a cube and cuboid. How many is that? How many are that?
8.
All right, that is 12. Okay, there are 12 edges in a cube and cuboid. 6 faces, 12 edges. Now, what about vertices? How many vertices are there? Okay, Chumpu, how many vertices are there in a cube or cuboid? 6, 12, or 8? Chumpu?
8.
8. Very good. Okay, so there are 8 vertices of a cube and cuboid. Okay, so that was what we have discussed last meeting. All right, for today, we will still continue about 3D geometric shapes. But this time, we will have to study regarding the plan, front, and side elevations of a 3D shape, especially focusing on cubes and cuboids. All right. So that will be the focus of our topic today. Okay. So let us have to discuss it, and let me share this one. All right. So you have there front, okay, the plan, front and side elevation of 3D geometric shapes. And again, we focus on the cubes and cuboids. All right. Kim, what do you understand if we say plan, elevation? Kim, what do you understand when we say plan, elevation? That is the top, the side, or the bottom? Plan. The top, the side, or the
Top.
front?
Top.
Top. Okay, very good. When we say plan, that is the top view, or let us call that one as the bird's eye view of the shape. All right. So that means when you are, for example, riding a helicopter and you want to look outside, look down below, you can see there the plan of the buildings. There are rectangular, there are square, there are different types of building according to what you see at the top. All right, so that is the plan. Now, if we talk about the front, therefore that is just easy to remember. Front is just when you are looking at the front of a building or an object. Side elevation, it is just the same that you are looking at the side of a building. All right. So putting that one into some examples here. Okay. Now this is a cube, or these are made up of cubes. All right. Now, if we say plan, okay, Bacon, will you please read what is a plan?
Plan is
Plan is
the view from the top
sorry.
of the
Plan is the view from
2D,
the top.
the 2D shape.
All right. So when we talk of a plan, that is a view from the top. Now, if you are asked how many squares and rectangle would that be, this shape, if we look at the top? Okay, continue, Bacon. Plan is looking at the top. Now, try to figure out this shape. You are at the top. Okay, so how many squares can you see? And how many rectangle?
Arigato.
Yes, Bacon?
Yes.
All right,
Right.
how many squares and rectangles can you see? If you look that shape at the top.
6,
6?
5, 4
Okay, how many squares?
square,
Yes, how many squares? This one, squares?
5,
Oh,
4
4. And how many rectangle?
rectangle, 1.
1. Okay, this one is a rectangle. So if we just put this one into like an example here. Okay, this is the entire shape. And if you try to figure it out, you have there 1 square. All right, this one. And then we have this rectangle here. And we have also the 3 squares or cubes in there. So if you look at this at the top view, then you are having this one. All right. So can you imagine now? Kim, did you get? Okay. All right. So plan is the top view of the 3D shape. Now, what about the side elevation? All right, please read in side elevation. Is the
view from the side of the 2D shape.
All right, is the view from the side of the 2D shape. All right, now in this case, in this example, if you look at the side, then you can see this one. All right, you can see these shapes in here, and if we try to draw that one, then it will be looking like okay, so it will be looking like this one. Okay, so try to figure it out and imagine if you try it looking at the side. Okay. All right, so if you look at here, we have these two, all right, the two squares in there and one square or cube in that area. All right, so when you look at the side, then you can see two piles of cubes, and we have also two horizontal piles of cubes. All right, now what about if we look at in the front view? All right. Okay, Put, please read what is the front elevation. Put. The view from the Put, please read this one.
The view from the front of the 3D shape.
Okay, so basing from this figure, this is the front elevation. So what can you see in there? If we try to figure it out and draw, you can see at the front 3 cubes. All right, so that will be looking like 3 cubes and 1 triangle. Okay, sorry, that is 1 triangle. All right, here it will be looking like that. If you try to figure it out, that geometric shapes. Okay, so that is very clear. Plan, you look at the top side, if you look at either side given, and also the front side of the geometric shapes. Yes, Pai? All right, so do you understand so far? Im, did you get first? Before we continue, what is plan? What is front? And what is side elevation? Im, do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, okay. What about Bacon? Did you get? What is plan, side, and front elevation? Bacon?
Yes.
Yes, all right. Kim, is that a yes or no? Okay. What about Pai? Did you get it? Pai. All right. Guy, Satang, JJ, Put, Chuik, and Akira, do you understand? Plan at the top, front elevation, and side elevation. Right? So we will continue now, and we will take some more examples so that we will fully understand these three important elevations. All right. Here. Okay. Now, if we figure this one out, this is cubes made up of 3 layers. All right. So as you can see in there, the plant elevation is made up of this squares. This one is the plant elevation. 1, 2, and 3. So these 9 squares plus these 3 squares will be at the top. Okay, so this is how many layers? So this means this is the 3rd layer here. All right. Okay, so that is the 3rd layer, and here this is the 2nd. Okay, this is the 3rd. Okay, and this is on the 2nd floor. If we compare this one as floors, then we can see this one. Take note, this number here would represent the number of layers. Okay, so if you try to look at the top, then you have this one.
Teacher, may I go to the practice?
Okay, you have 1 minute. All right. Now, if we look at the side, all right, if we look at the side, so these are the shapes that you can see from the side. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So this is here 1, 2, and 3. All right, Kim. Okay, what is the number of this box? 1, 2, or 3? This is this one. This one. Okay, that is 1. And this one is
1,
and next
1,
next
2,
okay, 2
Two.
and 2, and this
2.
is also 3. All right, so you have there 1, 2, and 3. So this one here represents the side of next. Okay, those who are not here. All right, Im. Okay, Im, please unmute.
Yes.
So you have here layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. Now, when we talk of the front elevation, this is now the front that is being referred to. All right. Now, if this is the front, this is layer 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so what is this number here? 1, 2, or 3? Yes. This one
1.
is number? And
1.
this is, number 1 is? This one is the number 1 layer here. So this 4 here is number 1. This 4 is number 2.
2.
All right, so this one here is number 2, layer 2, and of course the 3, this one 3 is the layer 3. Okay, so that is how to look at the plan, side, and front elevation of a 3D geometric shape, specifically cubes and cuboids. All right. So did you get it? Are you not confused? plan, front, and side elevation? Guy, did you get? Please unmute, Guy. Yes, all right. What about Bacon? Did you get how to interpret that one? Bacon?
Yes, yes.
All right, okay, so thank you. And we will go to some more. Okay, here, this one. Okay. Okay. All right, let me ask. All right, put. Please unmute. Put, please unmute. All right, put. Are you there? JJ? JJ. All right, JJ, please unmute. Oh. Chuik, are you there now? Chuik.
Yes, teacher.
All right. If you look at this figure at the top, how many squares can you see?
At the pan.
Can you see how many?
3.
3. All right. So this one and 2 and 3. So if you look at the top, it will be having 3 squares. All right. Continue, Chuik. If you look at the sides, how many squares can you see? If you look at this side, there are 4 in a Z formation, right? Okay, so this is like a letter Z in here. So we have here this side elevation. And of course, if this is the front, if you look at it, there are only 2 squares. So that is why we have here the front elevations. All right. Now, what about this next example? All right, Im, please unmute. Im, please unmute.
Yes.
Okay, here. If this is the squares. Now, if you are at the top, how many squares can you see? If you are at the top, how many squares can you see?
3.
3. What else? Is that 3? If you are at the top. So this is 3. Now what about this one? How many squares can you see? Another?
3.
Yes. Okay, so very good. So this is 3. And of course, in this side, you can see at the top 3 squares also. So this one, 3 and 3. All right, continue in. What about if you look at the front? How many squares can you see? Front. There are how many squares if you are here? This is the front. So how many squares can you see? Yes, Im? How many?
4.
4. Very good. Okay, so there are 4 in this formation, like a letter L here. Okay, and the last to the side, how many squares can you see? Im?
4.
4. Okay, so 3 here, and we have this 1 here. Okay, so this is what you can see on the side elevation. So it will be looking like this one. Okay, letter R. All right. So those are now the examples. Last, Kim. All right, Kim, please unmute. We will go to the last example before we go to our activity. Kim, please unmute.
Yes.
All right, here. If you look at the top of this figure, how many squares can you see? How
Three.
many squares? All right, you count.
7.
7. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 or 6?
6.
6. All right, you see only 6. 1, 2, and 3 if you are at the top. And 4, 5, and 6. All right, Kim, if you look at this is the front, for example, here. If you look at the front, how many squares can you see?
5.
5. Okay, you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So there are 5. If we number this one, then we can say that you have this layer 1. Okay, this is layer 1, and you have this one is the second layer. But all in all, you can see 5 squares. And if you are in this side, how many squares can you see? Kim, continue. If you are from this side, how many squares can you see? Yes, Kim.
4.
4, huh?
3.
All right, you have this square 1. And this square also is 2. So you have 2 squares down. And you have how many? 3 squares at the top. The second layer. So how many squares in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, and
5.
5. All right, so you can see 5 squares from the side elevation. All right. So those are all about the plan, front, and side elevation. All right, so please take out your workbook now and we will work it out. Open to page 126. Again, take out your workbook now and have your pen or pencil. Okay, please show me on the screen your workbook, Im. All right, Bacon, please let me see your workbook. Kim, all right, Bacon, thank you. Kim, Guy, okay, please get it. Pai, JJ, Put, okay, thank you, Guy. Put, where is your workbook? Chuik, Akira, where is your workbook? Okay, thank you, Chuik. JJ, please show me. All right, Akira. Okay, thank you. All right, so let us now. Okay, thank you, Put. Pai, where is your workbook? Pai and JJ. Pai, JJ, where are your workbooks? All right. So again, open that to page 126. Right? Page 126, exercise letter 10.3. Plan, front, and side elevation of 3D geometric shapes. Number 1, draw the shape that the eye can see from its point of view for each of the following 3D shapes. All right. So you have there letter A and B. Okay, so this is the figure in your workbook. Number 1, letter A and B. So what can you see? All right. Bacon, can you draw and show me on the screen? If you try to look from here and going to that. Okay, so if you are here and look at the object, what can you see? Okay, so you can see this one, and this one. All right, so it will be, okay, looking like this. All right. It's a rectangle now. So again, it will be looking like this one. All right, so it will be looking like this. Just make it straight in your drawing. All right. Okay, something like this drawing. Okay, but make it perfect in your workbook. Okay. All right, letter B. Your eyes is, this is the plan elevation. You are at the top. Now, what can you see if you are at the top? Okay, so you can see here. If you are at the top, then you can see this one. Okay. So it will be looking like sorry. Okay, so it will be looking like that one. Okay, so make it good. Use ruler in your activity. Okay, so it will be looking like that from the top view. All right. So again, just make it good in your drawing. Okay, finish that letter A and B so that we can go to letter C. Bacon, finish. Im, Kim, the others, put, Chuik, finish.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Okay, you have 30 seconds to finish that one so that we can go to the next number.
Finish, teacher.
All right, what about the others? Finish? All right, so let us now go to the next. Letter C, D, and E. All right, we have 1 minute. So I guess you can answer that one. All right, so you can answer that one in your own. Here, this is, so looking at that side. So what you can see is this side and this one. Okay. So if you will try to draw that one, then it will be looking like this one. Plus you have also another square in here. All right, so you can make it good. Okay, so it will be looking like this one. Okay. This is a square and this is the, all right. Okay, so time's up. And thank you so much for your participation. Please finish that page 126 and 127. That is just for you to draw. All right? So thank you so much, everyone, and see you again on the next meeting. Okay? Please finish that page. You draw only according to the given. All right? Okay, so thank you, everyone.